Now, Peter Cronin and his son John were not the only father and son I saw here at the game. Lots of parents bringing their kids to enjoy the action. But I have to say, hockey isn't the only reason people come back to enjoy the games. I asked one man why he returns every year, and his answer was simple. It's the girls. Reporting live in Boston, I'm Trevor Savage, WEBN. Even after a rough season, Boston is still an attractive destination for free agents in the offseason. A good example, catcher David Ross. He said he came to Boston because the atmosphere is one of a kind. Become a better player and stay healthy. Those are two goals for every man on the field here at spring training, but injuries do happen. I spoke with Darren Mastriani, who told me that oftentimes with injuries, early detection is the key.
It was one of those things, fortunately, I think we got it early.
While losing Rondo for the season certainly isn't a death sentence, it's not easy playing without your all-star point guard. Doc Rivers does not seem too worried, though. He says the team will simply have to rally and play on without him. Reporting in Boston, I'm Trevor Savage, WEBN. Throw all the numbers out the window, or off the mound at least. For pitchers, numbers don't matter here at spring training. What does matter are the subtle things, the nuances fans don't see on paper.
Try not to dwell too much on the results of spring training. Because I don't want to get too high or too low. If you do good, you feel great. If you do bad, you're just working on stuff. If I go out and strike out 10 guys, okay, great. What does that earn me?
For a lot of guys, every step onto the field is also a time to get a grasp on their pitches. For Blue Jays pitcher Neil Wagner, each appearance is a chance to strengthen that grasp.
It's an easier pitch for me to throw for strikes, and also it's not a pitch that I have to worry about throwing the strikes on as much. Kind of the point is to have them swing at a fastball and just miss-hit it. For pitching prospects, seasoned veterans, and even former Cy Young winners, these spring outings offer a chance at consistency going into the season.
For me, it's a regular spring training, trying to prepare myself to go out and pitch consistently. Year to year, you got to prove yourself year in and year out.
So while these pitchers go out onto the mound every day seeking perfection, they know that's something they'll never find. Because for all the stuff you figure out, you're always finding just a little bit more.
You don't make a good throw or whatever, you're still in that inning and you got to pitch yourself out of another jam. So anytime you can make it easier on yourself, I'll stay out there all day and do the extra work. Plays like that can change games for you.
The challenge then is making these little adjustments add up to big improvements come opening day. In Fort Myers, I'm Trevor Savage, WEBN.
What we bring to the market is we bring creativity, new, fresh concepts that really haven't been done before.
If you ask Kevin Kruger about the t-shirts he designs, he says thinking outside the box comes naturally. Ask him about his now booming business, he says that's been years in the making.
2005, when you don't hit the revenue goals, like let's say selling zero that night, and you just got rained on and it snowed on and it's ice cold, that's the most disheartening.
Now, 6 years later, Kruger's creative, original ideas have translated into a thriving business, Supa Fan Streetwear.
We decided to move out of our warehouse and into this store location that's in Kenmore Square. We do our street team from here, we do our web sales from here, and now this is our fourth sales channel, is the actual store. When
Kevin first started his business with a cart, he could only fit about 200 t-shirts at a time. That equals out to just about this corner of the store right here. Now, the store has thousands. And with the Super Bowl coming up, he's going to need every last one of them.
We got our staff unpacking boxes right now that we printed yesterday that we're shipping out tonight, tomorrow. People are still ordering.
Kruger says he didn't realize how far his business could go. But what he understands is the Supa importance of sports for New Englanders.
It's that token it's that heirloom, you know what I mean? That you can always look back and remember that was that year. It's a symbol of, it's a symbol from a season, you know what I mean?
Kruger says he also plans to launch a clothing line for high schools and colleges here in New England. In Boston, I'm Trevor Savage, WEBN Sports. Jacoby Ellsbury is gearing up for the 2013 season. However, it may be his last in a Boston uniform. Thankfully, the Red Sox fan base can look forward to center field prospect Jackie Bradley Jr. Today, I spoke with MLB scout Tom Giordano, who told me that despite Bradley's impressive potential, there's still one aspect of his game that isn't quite as strong as advertised.
I'm a little surprised that he doesn't run better. I know he can run, but I was led to believe that he was a burner. But he can go get the ball in the outfield. I think with him, he's got a lot of ability, and if his hitting comes along, he's going to be one heck of a player.